Alright, so we're gonna do some missions, we're gonna do some more on video, because some of them you have to be reminded about the advanced military. They're gonna tell you to destroy your ship, right? Let's go to industry career path. We're just working on that one. We're 8 out of 10 already. They said you need to build this ship, right? So we were in industry. We also built those 20 cap boosters for them. So if we go do jobs in industry, our ship is probably delivered. We went through doing that already, right? View in industry, they give you the ship blueprint. And then you just make it. It doesn't take too much. It's just a little bit of titanium. It takes 5 minutes or something. Then you deliver your ship. So you constructed another shuttle. Congratulations, you can complete the mission. And there's maybe 2 more business ones or something. Fly to the objective, mine some ore, and destroy the pirates that show up. Alright, so we can fit our ship with different things, right? Fly just says mine ore. So we were putting other things. I don't think we exactly need the shield extenders, right? So we could throw the shield extenders off of the ship. And then we could throw the data analyzers and the relic analyzers. And then maybe we didn't need this missile launcher. So we could do the exploration missions, reprocessing, so we already have that one. So the mission objectives for industry said, go mine some ore, that's right. So this one slot, you could just use it for switching out other things, I guess, because actually our weapons are ungrouped. Shit doesn't have any turret slots for fitting. It should have a turret slot. Minor 1 in the high MDI slot. Filled turrets. Maybe this ship can't even fit minor turrets. I never tried mining. We were mining on the ship that the other ship. Oh, so you can't use minor 1s on this ship. Turret slot because your turret slots, how many weapons can be fitted? The current design is over 100 years old, and your modular enough to allow for a greater leeway in the fitting of various weaponry. Alright, so I guess this is just a combat and a exploration ship. We can't put a miner on this ship, but they give you miners anyways. So let's just go to the ship hangar and put on the core probe scanner then, and the core probe scanner launcher, and then we could analyze everything. So it looks like we couldn't do that. So they gave you this ship here. Right, let's just do we'll do advanced military after. They give you a ship to blow up, they tell you to blow it up. So we told you, at the end of the last episode, we were in skills, and then we were going here to the skills that we have prerequisites for. So we bought the Armour frigate skill, we bought the Armour industrial, we got the Gallente industrial, we got the Gallente frigate, and the Minotaur frigate. So basically, we trained. Yeah, we just trained them up to level 2. We bought these skill books from the marketplace at the end because we went through our skills and we were like, view market details. Then pretty much all of the ship skills were available in the station anyways. So you just like double click it and then you'd buy it, and then you'd go to your Minotaur frigate and then you'd view market details, and then you'd go buy this skill, and then you'd learn the skill, and then Minotaur industrial, view market details. So basically, we just bought these because all of our ships was basically trained. We have our ship trained up, our Caldari cruiser. Now we were visiting Gallente space. We're like, let's start training up the basic skills for these ships for the other races so we could fly them. Because they gave you a Gallente ship to fly, and you actually needed. The requirements were Gallente Frigate 1, so it took like 17 minutes to train the skill. So now that we have Gallente Frigate 1 trained, we could actually fly the Gallente ships they give us. So the ships, they're gonna look a lot different. They're gonna have different abilities, so we just need a weapon on here and a miner on here. That's pretty much it. Mission just said to go mine and blow the ships that come up. In the industry career path, they're going to tell us to do more things, but basically it should be essentially exactly the same as the Caldari ones, except they're going to give you different ships to fly. They're going to give you different weapons,
Warp drive active.
slightly different objectives, I guess. Well, Yeah, because the transportation one for here, it just told you to go like 4 jumps. In the Qatari, they told you to go like 7 jumps away. So now we just have our new Gallente frigate, equipped with a weapon and a laser. It's pretty much it. So we're basically so advanced at this point that we don't even really need to worry about shields or anything, because this isn't our main ship. Our main ship is the cruiser. So the objective said to mine the asteroids. Go to the mining window. Oh, there's Carnite here. So basically, we just had to activate our miner until the enemy showed up. So it doesn't really matter. We're not going to be able to hold too much ore, right? So we're not going to be here for too long. But eventually an enemy should show up, and then we'll blow up the enemy ship. And then, we're basically done this tree. And then we could start completing another tree. I mean, another quest, another line of quests to do. So once the guy comes here, we'll blow him up. Alright, so the enemy showed up, so now we can target the enemy. And then we just had to destroy the enemy. So all we had to do was attack him a few times. So it really sucks that we couldn't fit the miner on our cruiser ship for some reason, right? We could just destroy him. So our gun's projectile would need to be within this range. So we need to loot the cargo, maybe? Retrieve the production assistant. So I think we will just do the advanced military just to get it out of the way, and then we'll maybe try to focus on the other ones and complete them, and then we'll just burn through the advanced military. So we looted the assistant. Now it should tell us to warp back home. Right, down some more hills. Start conversation. Oh, there's only one station in here. Just dock at the station when you're done. You have the agents here, so the quest isn't updating. That's alright. Alright, so back at the station, we could go turn in the quest, and then the quest is completed. And then we're just gonna save the final mission. So we're gonna save the last mission just to see that we have been running these missions for the Gallente, but they still hate us, right? It hasn't affected them at all. But it has affected the Federal Navy Academy. Yeah, the Federal Navy Academy has gone way up because they like what you're doing for their agents. So later when you do the last missions of the tree, that's where you get Gallente Federation. So Angel of Mercy, Advanced Military, it's only the second mission. It says, fly the frigate your agent gave you into the power base. Once the explosive charges have been set off, your assignment will be complete. So he gives you a Mollusk ship to fly. So don't fly your main ship in there. You're gonna lose your main ship. So Mollusk. So here's the Mollusk frigate. So we go to our ship hangar. Then we double click the Mollusk to start flying it. So this is a different frigate for the Gallente Federation. So it looks pretty cool. It probably has can put different guns on it and everything. Although you're gonna go blow it up because they put proximity charges inside this thing. So there's no reason to even equip it with any weapons or armor or ammunition or anything. So now that we're not in our cruiser, we can actually fly to the mission. So, so if we didn't make this, maybe you'd just be burning through the advanced military and it'd be like, cool, and then you fly to the mission and then your ship will blow up. And you'll be like, oh, not cool. I think there's another mission too like this. This one, they just tell you to fly at this ship there. In the second mission, they just tell you to destroy an enemy, and they tell you to sit there and get destroyed because there's no way you could destroy the huge fleet that shows up and jams you. Or maybe actually there is. Maybe you can defeat them. I wonder if a stronger wave comes if you actually manage to defeat those enemies. Like if you get a super sick fit set out so that nothing can destroy you on that one mission. We're gonna have to try that out, because I believe you could do these career missions like once every 3 months, so we could come back here in 3 months, and then we could have a goal to destroy, to beat the mission where they tell you to get your ship blown up without losing your ship, or see what happens if they send more waves or something. But essentially, we just have to fly to the Serpentist stronghold. The gigantic station is one of the Serpentist military installations and a black jewel of the alliance between the Guardian Angels and the Serpentist Corporation. Even for its size, it has no commercial stations or docking bays to receive guests. Oh, it looks like just like the home station that we dock up in, right? So those guys are sitting there protecting the station, and then you're just flying in. They don't see any threats because you don't have any guns or anything on you. But little do they know, you actually have proximity charges inside your ship. So we just fly towards the station. And then probably we just dock at the station when our ship blows up, because this huge station is going to be destroyed. It's just the sun gets in the way, right? The way the objects block the sun, blocks the sunlight. Should we close to the thing yet? No, we're still flying towards the station. I guess it's pretty far away. Oh, is that the sound of the things going off? Or is that... Oh, it's just our protection timer going off. Eventually the proximity mines will go off. The sun's blinding. Block the sun. Oh, we could even look at these guys, right? We can see what these ships are, the Coral Initiate ships. This is a fighter for the Serpentis Corporation. It is protecting the assets of the Serpentis Corporation. It may attack anyone it perceives a threat or easy pickings threat very low. These are these ships out here. I think we destroyed a few of them. Eventually our ship should be getting closer to the center of the station. Oh, so it flies you closer to the center of the station. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense to blow up over there. You wouldn't do anything. Oh, the enemies are targeting us. Maybe it's when the enemy targets you and shoots you or something. 1 damage from him. Misses you completely. Alright. Oh, there we go. So now we have blown up the line to the station. Watch the explosion or something. Just like boom. And everything's going to eventually explode. So if we were looking at it, would have done a cinematic explosion and zoomed out. You don't really get to see a station blow up too often. There goes that station. Oh, we can't loot the cargo. We're in our capsule, so we just have to dock up at the station because we're not actually in a ship anymore. Our ship has been destroyed. So don't forget about that mission. And then we go back home, and then we do the other mission. So. Oh, because we were doing the combat missions, and I was gonna show that don't group up all of your missile launchers, because actually the enemies are so easy to defeat in the battle missions that you could just shoot one missile at the enemy and then it'll blow up. So we ungrouped all of our missile launchers. So we'll just do a combat mission, and then I think there's just simple scanning near the end or something.
Docking request accepted.
Looks exactly like this station, the station that we just blow up. That's what I was saying. We're blowing up the exact style of station that we just came from. So we could go flying or cruising. Oh, can't go in there until 1 second. So now we're back safely in our ship again. So let's complete the military mission. So there's that combat music. Hopefully it doesn't interfere, but it probably will. So there's another advanced military mission. Going to tell you to do other things, but we'll skip on that for now. Just do the basic military career path, right? It's going to say destroy the pirates at the combat ambush site, so we can accept it, and then maybe we'll just do one combat mission to show the current fit of the thing. Yeah, 'cause I guess all we really did was put the relic in the data analyzers so that we could scan the missions for the scanning sites. Probe, and I guess we only have 4 missile launchers, so we should reload all the ammo. Warp to the location. I think there's going to be a gate to activate. And then we just put the core probe launcher right on the ship. So I think they're out of order because we originally moved all of these things. There's no activation gate. You need to destroy all the enemies. So maybe some more enemies are gonna show up, but essentially you could hit this button to like group all of your weapons or ungroup all of your weapons. So all of your missile launchers are ungrouped now. So now you can just fire like one missile at him, target a ship, fire one missile at him, and then should pretty much just destroy them in one hit, right? So you don't need to launch a huge volley of 5 missiles at any of these ships. They're just one-hit wonders, I guess. Except for this type of ship. I think that type of ship takes 2 hits. But if you just throw the one rocket at a time, it'll just launch it again. So now we're attacking 4 enemies at once, right? So that's super sick. We're just sitting here and we got 4 different streams of rockets launching at the enemies. And eventually they should just blow up. Yep. Cool. So he's all blown up. He's all done. And then these ships, they just take 1 hit. Atron, they take like 3 hits or something. There's just another ship here. So combat is definitely a lot easier than it was before, right? Before you had to fly the ships, maybe you had to hit them a whole bunch of times with your projectile systems, but now that was it. That was the basic combat mission. That's all we did. Didn't move anything. So I just wanted to go over ungrouping your missile launchers, because it's probably better that way. You just save rockets that way. Especially if it only takes one shot to kill an enemy and you're just shooting 5 shots at the one enemy. That's not very good for your ammo. You could just shoot 5 different enemies at one time if you don't have your core probe launcher on here. So there's basic combat. Maybe we'll just do the scanning missions quick, because those were really easy to do, right? All you have to do is launch your probes, hit the analyze button, and then basically fly to the site. Yeah, so we'll just do a little scanning clip again, because we just fit our ship with the scanning probes, right? He gives you these in the second exploration mission. Then you put the core probe launcher with the core scanner probes, and then the data analyzer, and then the relic analyzer. And then we just have to scan down these sites. Oh, accept the mission. Make sure you accept the exploration mission. Then he's just gonna tell us to scan down the data site. And I don't think there's anything more complicated about the missions, right? It's just the simple construction. Simple, go to your scanners down on the bottom, click on probe scanners, and then launch all of your probes. And then you just hit the analyze button. And you should be able to find the data site. Or if you can't, you just move this thing around closer to where the X's are. As for level 1s, you don't need to turn the camera sideways or anything. Level 1s, just simply do this. So we got a relic site. Oh, there's the data site. See? So we scanned the data site without having to move.
Probe drive active.
And we hit this button to recover active probes. Then we could close the window, and we could reload core probe launchers. It's now ready to scan down the next site. So the relic analyzer is basically the same thing. You just go hit the analyze button, and then yeah, maybe we'll just launch them if we can launch during warp. Nope. So say you did not find a data site, right? You were close to finding a data site. And same for the relic site. If you were scanning the relic site later, you just click on the site. Same for the gas site. You just click on it, and then it would show where it is on the scanning screen over here. So we could scan this data site. We see it's over here, so we just move the probe scanners over above the X. Then we could analyze. And then, like, if we wanted to find these signatures over here, we could just do the same thing to scan those signatures. So maybe we'll scan those quick. We could even open up this to see all of these sites. Oh, so it's over here, right? It shows you a new updated location of it, so it has moved. Although it hasn't moved, it's just it shows you where these scanners think it may be, and then you scan over there, and then like it finds a closer idea of where it actually is. So now we have completely scanned down the data set, right? Now we could warp to it if we want. And then if we wanted to take the analyzers over here to this X over here, we could analyze. And we could try to scan down these data sites. And then there's more sites over here, right? Oh, you could hover over it and then click relic training site. Oh, okay. Huh, so they keep adding new ways. Maybe if we even click on the X. Oh, you could click on the X. So we have successfully scanned down both of those sites over there. And there's another site over here. So if you wanted to go to a system and scan down every single site, like it'll get more complicated later, because you're going to have to hold the left mouse button and then turn the screen sideways. Now everything's way more complicated, so that's why we just do it from the top, because these easy to scan sites, you don't have to do that. Although advanced, we'll do a little bit advanced, right? You turn the screen sideways, and actually these relic sites, they're actually are in 360 degrees space. It's all real time, so you could actually click your scanner probes and drag them, right? So you can drag them up to where this one is, or up over here, or up and down. So they do go up and down. So we moved it over to this site we wanted to scan, and then we changed the cameras back up over here, so it's right over it now, right over it in all directions. So if we scan that, then it'll be pretty much guaranteed that we have found that site. There we go. We'll maybe just scan that site, and then we'll get out of the scanning window, and then we'll actually just hack the data site, and then maybe I think that's it. Maybe just completing the episodes. So yeah. So there's also the sideways angle if you're getting more advanced later. And then also this thing, the probe size, you could change it to 2 if you wanted to get a higher signal strength. You're gonna have to do that later for the more complicated sites, and then maybe even bring it down to 0.1, so the range goes off, but it's more accurate. You need it to scan down the harder sites later. You can change it to 8 AUs or something. I don't know how accurate that is. Maybe 8 AUs is alright. But the basic one, that 4. So there's scanning. So then you just recover your active probe in the top left, and then you could just reload your probes. So here's the training container. We scanned down the data site, and then there's a cargo container here. So we have to lock on to the cargo container. And then we have to scan it with the data analyzer. So the civilian data analyzer, we have to be within 5,000 meters. And then we click on the civilian data analyzer. And then just like before, like the other place, we scan. So this shows you how far you are from your objective. So you're 3 spots away. So now you're 2 spots away. Now you're 1 spot away. Here's your objective. You double click the objective. So you can see there's other ways to go to, right? Now it says you're 5 spots away. It says it's 5 spots away. 5, 1, 2, 3. Although that doesn't make any sense, right? 5. Maybe it's because we already found the place or something. It's always going to show 5. But here's your objective. You double click the objective. Now you could open the cargo. So that's the basic scanning and then hacking these sites. So we looted it. Now we could dock up at the station. So now we'll end this clip. Maybe we'll come back when we're at all the missions done except for the final missions to finally gain the Gallente reputation. Alright, so here's a good time to make another clip. So he's going to tell you granted items, the civilian small remote armor repair, so you accept that. And then you go to your ship, and then you try to take off your ballistic missile control. You try to equip the civilian small remote armor repair thing. It says armor repair does not fit. Oh, it should fit. Oh no, he gave you the remote armor repair. Is that what we're supposed to do? I might have got confused here. Civilian small armor repair. Oh, see, there was something else in the inventory. Small armor repair. So I guess here's something you could train for too. It was just in the inventory. Go show inventory, show information. So you get this from the quest reward, I guess. Just go view market details, repair systems, because it's actually in your character tree. So if we just ignore all these, I was putting this on the bottom, because if you put it on the bottom, it'll say unable to bring it online. This action requires having learned the following skills. Repair systems 1. So if you go to your character sheet, then you go into armor, then repair systems, right? It's right here. It's right in repair systems. We select have prerequisites for. Right click repair systems, view market details, and then we buy it for 45,000 from the station. So that's all right. Then Then we go to the inventory, and we can learn the abilities. So we already learned those abilities, advanced industry. Oh, here it is, repair systems, inject the skill. And then you might as well just throw that on your queue, because actually during this whole time we've been running missions, right? We learned how to fly the Gallente frigate, we learned how to fly the Armour frigate, we learned how to fly the Minotaur frigate, and then we're gonna learn how to fly the industrial ships. So you're doing so many things while you're doing these missions. You're learning how to fly ships, you're learning how to use systems. So let's put repair systems up at the top or something. Won't take long, it'll take like 50 minutes to train. So there we go. Now we started training another skill. And then armor layering, skill installing armor plates. Maybe we could look at this one too, right? Armor layering, how much is that? 1 million, jeez. But these missions, they give you so much money, right? You just complete one mission and they give you like 500k as a reward. And then there's so I think you get like millions and millions of ISK for completing these. So maybe learn armor layering. What do we need? Mechanics level 3 in order to learn it. Alright, so might as well buy it. It's another skill you might use later. So it's just 1 million. It's sold by the station itself, right? So it's not sold by another player. And we could inject the skill armor layering. So it'd be just under mechanics, because we're training so many things. We're training all of our ships, all of our industrial ships. We're going to be able to fly all the industrial ships later. And the mining frigate, we just started upgrading that, and then geez, all of our other random skills we threw on here that we're just training to level 2. And the defender missiles, rockets, evasive maneuvering, energy. There is mechanics 3. So mechanics 3 is all the way down here. It takes 2 hours, because I did go through and reorganize them, right? We put all of the the ones that train sooner at the top, and then it goes like 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, and then just the Caldari battle cruiser, which we really want to train the upgrades first. So considering mechanics is right here, maybe we could just throw armor layering right underneath mechanics. So we could trade armor layering up to level 2. So we're not specializing in any of these, right? We're just training them up to level 2 to give them a few upgrades, because it only takes like 2 to 3 hours, sometimes even like 1 hour to train them. So another skill, remote armor repair systems. Oh, maybe we actually do need that, because we could go to our ship. We see that we need the remote repair systems, civilian small remote repair systems. So let's just take the probe launcher off. So we already scanned down all these sites, so civilians, small remote repair. Oh, there is no requirements for them. Alright, perfect. What does remote armor repair systems do then? Required for, so it does, oh, it gives you the regular one. So maybe you could train these or something. Total train time, 3 hours, 18 minutes. So we need mechanics and repair systems. So here's another skill we could train. So view market details, 45,000, that's a good price. Usually it's 90,000 per station. Oh, cool. So there's cheap ones here for 45,000. We'll buy remote repair armor systems. Yeah, it's alright, because we sorted by price. This is the cheapest. So we're getting new skills here. Oh, here it is. So we should just remote repair systems and check. So we should just go stack all, just so there's not that space. So when we buy an item, it appears at the bottom down here. So now we have the remote armor repair system, and we've got the skill trained. We'll go to the skill tree, and then we'll just throw it on the skill tree underneath armor layering. So you're always just trying to find random things to put on here. So eventually, if you were to, say, quit the game for 1 week, you could throw 1 week of training on here, and then you could come back. So say you wanted to do mining, then you could throw all the requirements for mining and then come back in like 1 week, and then you'd be able to fly the mining ship. So there's 125,000 remote repair systems. So we'll just buy that. These guys deal more with armor over here. So inject the skill, reprocessing, we have that one already. And then just throw remote hull repair systems. So, maximum number of skills is 50, has already been added to the training queue. So we already learned the book. That's the main thing. As long as you learn the book, you could always train the skill, but you can only have 50 different skills on the training queue, so it's a good thing we have all these quick training ones at the top, so eventually they'll all be trained, and then maybe tomorrow we'll add more things to the queue, but for now, the queue is actually 100% full. So now, let's just go do this mission here. So we're gonna come back when all the missions were on the final mission, so civilian remote repairs. So we could fly to this, it's in the same system, so we'll just come back again when we're just about done the missions, because we've did most of these missions up to the final one. If we look at interactions, the Gallente Federation, they still hate us. The Gallente still hates us. Though Federal Navy, they really seem to like us at the moment.